This is easier said than done, but I'm gonna need you to try, okay? Let people be wrong about you. I know you want to defend yourself. You want people to understand. You want folks to get it. You want to explain, but let them be wrong. Sometimes your peace is so much more important than someone understanding where you're coming from. The older I get, the more I realize that I'd rather be wrong than fussing, fighting, and carrying on. So one of my favorite things to say when I don't have it in me, when I don't have the energy is, okay, that's it. Okay.
Let me ask you something. How many times have you said to yourself, I just want peace? How many nights have you laid awake in bed replaying situations, conversations, and relationship drama that left you feeling drained? Have you ever had that feeling where you're pouring into others but your own cup stays empty? I have been there so many times. I'm a giving person. It just comes naturally for me to want to pour into others, but unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way over many years that as a giver, givers need to set limits because takers never do. I think we all can agree that we could use a little more peace in our lives. Have you ever really asked yourself, what does peace really mean? So when I looked it up in the dictionary, peace means freedom from disturbance, is tranquility. I love that part, freedom from disturbance. I think we all deserve peace, but the thing to remember is that just because you're a good person and you have good intentions doesn't mean you're exempt from life's problems. Sometimes we cross paths with people who are intent on being agents of chaos. Let that sink in. There are people in this world who are intent of being agents of chaos. So it's up to you to use your discernment and be intentional about the people and environments you entertain. So in this video, listen in on examples of how to protect your peace and situations in which you should be protecting your peace. We'll take a look at experiences that other people have had, and we'll look for ways to apply these lessons to your own life as you see fit. And on the back end of the video, I'll come back with my own commentary and advice. But before I get into the rest of the video, hello, I'm Tiffany Celeste of Your Wellness Era. I create content that will help you become your best self by leveling up your mental health, prioritizing your self-care, evaluating your relationships, and creating a lifestyle of ease. So if any of these things sound interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're trying to grow our community. Turn on your notifications so when I post, you never miss a video. And if you've been feeling a little off balance or stuck in certain areas of your life, I've got something just for you. My free life audit worksheet is designed to help you assess and improve 8 key areas of your life so you can get back on track and start living with more peace, purpose, and clarity. Grab your free download in the link in the description box or in the first pinned comment and start your journey to a more balanced life. So let's get into the video.
You better learn how to be by yourself. You better learn how to be alone and appreciate the peace that you get from being in the solitude of your own company. People will get close to you. They will say all the right things just to find out who you are behind closed doors, just to garner information that they can use against you later on. You better learn how to protect your peace by any means necessary. People will learn your triggers just to trigger you, just because. And it's hard for you to see these people coming because you aren't like those people. So you can't rationalize why somebody would go out their way to be evil. But they out here and they will do it. And it's effortless for them. Let people wonder. Limit access to you. Protect God's creation, because the enemy is working overtime to try to throw roadblockers at God's people. I'm trying to tell y'all, do not let these people distract you from your purpose. If anybody comes in your life and they take away from what you do on the day-to-day that is positively impacting people around you, you have to protect yourself by any means necessary. The amount of people who have thrown their whole lives away because of people playing with their emotions, I'm trying to tell y'all, it ain't even worth it. Ask God to reveal you people's true intentions every single day. Every single day. Because the way people will switch up on you, honey, they are literally just trying to throw you off of your path. These people are NPCs and they are only here to distract you from your purpose. I'm trying to tell you. Stay protected. Stay prayed up. Ask God to reveal and to reveal quickly. It might hurt for a little minute, but you got to move through it. We need you back on the battlefield, baby. Anybody who comes into your world and throws you off of track from your purpose is a worker of the enemy. And you could tell them, I said it. I don't care. I don't care. Protect yourself.
Look, I'm at this phase in my life where I'm protecting my peace at all costs. It's my privacy era. I'm not answering no questions about who, what, when, where, why. I'm keeping my circle small. The people that's been there with me since the beginning, that's been holding down, are the people that are in my circle, and I'm minding the business that pays me. That's the era that I'm in. I don't owe nothing to nobody. I don't owe social media. I don't owe these brands. I don't owe work. I don't owe nobody any of my business. That's what protecting your peace at all costs means. It's privacy. It's prioritizing privacy over everything. Everybody don't gotta know everything. Keep them guessing.
I'm gonna say this louder for the people in the back. You know when your life's gonna change? When you start listening to your peace. When your peace is telling you to move on, move forward with your life. When your peace is telling you that this person can't have the same access to your life anymore, set the boundary. When your peace is telling you that you gotta love this person from a distance, distance yourself. Protect your peace by any means necessary. Straight up.
Block them. Unfollow them. Protecting your peace is more important than being well liked. I've unfollowed people simply because every time I saw their content, I started feeling bad about myself. And that's okay. Your brain is your house. The same way that you make sure your home looks good and feels good is the same way that you should treat your brain, because you live there full time. You never leave that space. So if someone is breaking into your house and robbing you of your peace, stop leaving the door unlocked. You do not have to give anyone access to you if what they choose to do with that access is disrupting your peace. Set healthy boundaries. Maybe that person is still your friend, you just can't watch their content. Maybe you still talk to that friend regularly, but certain topics need to be made off limits because continuous dialogue on the subject is affecting you negatively. It's also important to communicate what will happen if those boundaries are not being respected, because boundaries without consequences are just wishes. Just communicate your needs and remember that it's not mean to protect your peace, and sometimes it can actually save a relationship in the long run. Thanks for watching. I love you. Bye.
The moment you put a stop to people disrespecting and taking advantage of you is the moment they label you as difficult, crazy, and selfish. Be as difficult, crazy, and selfish as you need to be. Manipulation hates boundaries. Protect your peace. Be a blessing.
I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like I'm in the part of my life where I'm going to stand on business with protecting my peace, even if that means distancing myself from the family and friends that I have literally been so close to for years. Recently, I blocked one of my close friends that I consider to be like a sister figure because I felt like in this moment of my life, she was not being helpful for my mental health or for where I'm needing to grow in life. I'm also just like really heavy on protecting my peace right now, where if anybody tries to invalidate my feelings, I don't want that around me. I don't want that around in my environment, because I spent so long finally validating myself and my own feelings and protecting my peace, and I don't want anything that kind of disrupts that right now. We're still trying to find the balance. I know that like being this strict and hard-headed with this mindset isn't healthy, but neither is full-on people pleasing and validating my own feelings and being my own worst enemy. I still very much support and love all the people that I've been distancing myself from, but I feel like I need to distance myself from them in order to grow into the person that I really want to become, and I can't do that with them in my environment for right now. I've also felt like I've been so codependent on a lot of people because of the fact that I did not like being in such solidarity. Is that what it is? Solitude? Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, like I felt like I've been relying so much on my family members or certain really close friends in my life, and I don't want to do that anymore. I feel like I'm finally getting to the point in my life where I'm at peace with being in solitude and being by myself and in my own presence, and I've been able to do that because I've been getting away from all the people that will drop everything just to be with me if I need them to. So we're trying to protect our peace, but also really be at peace with being by ourselves.
Do you think that there is a price to protecting your peace? If so, what is it? The price is the work that it costs to protect it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's active. Protecting your peace is a very vigilant activity, you feel me? Like, it's an active thing. You can't really take no days off, take no moments off, no scenarios off. So the cost is the work. Like, a lot of people think peace is like favorable scenario and favorable circumstance. Like, people think they at peace because they money up. Or people think they're at peace because they finally got the good job. Like, peace ain't got nothing to do with your circumstances and everything to do with you being able to stay on your square regardless of what's going on around you.
Sometimes protecting your peace is going to require more strength than you really understand, especially when it requires you to start cutting people off that you didn't see a life without. But understand this, everybody does not need access to your life, especially when they don't deserve it. Oh, you one of them negative family members? Yeah, I might have to see you during certain occasions at other people's house in passing, but that don't mean I have to invite you to mine. Childhood friend that I've known for 20 plus years? Yeah, you start moving funny and I'ma move right out your way. In-laws? Yeah, I don't care if you're his mama, grandma, sister, brother, daddy, and whoever else. If you don't like me or respect me, you don't need to be in my house. So just invite him to yours and we'll see how that goes. Please understand that everybody should not have access to your life, to your business, to your personal endeavors, or anything that you have going on, because everybody does not want to see you win. And I can't say it enough. A person watching from the outside has no control or effect on anything happening on the inside. Make sure you protect your peace at all times.
You got to stay connected to your peace, even when there's no provision. Connected to your peace, even when it feels like they're out to get you. I got to stay in peace. That's the anchor that he gives them for this assignment. Protect your peace at all costs. Your peace is going to be what helps you to understand which relationships, which connections are important. If you don't have peace, you can't move forward. Because he gave them an assignment to prepare the way for him. And when you know that you don't just represent yourself, you represent God, you want to be careful about the environments you create for his presence. Which means that even if the conditions are hazardous outside of me, because I carry his presence, I can't let those conditions get inside of me. Because I am a dwelling place for his presence. It's why I have to do the work to make sure that I get my soul anchored, and that I do the therapy, and that I do the forgiveness, and that I move away from the friendships that bring out the worst in me, because I am a dwelling place for his spirit. And if he's going to release peace through me, then I got to find a way to get to a place of peace inside of me, because I recognize that part of being on assignment for God means that I have to go into hazardous conditions.
At this point in my life, I am so protective over my energy and peace that I will cut off any kind of person or thing that gives me any kind of inkling of a negative vibe, negative aura, whatever it may be. I think our time on earth is so valuable and precious that sometimes you don't even need to explain to someone why you cut them off. If they're giving you bad vibes, out the door, goodbye. I don't got time for that. There's no need to explain yourself. There's no need to feel bad about it. This is your life, okay? Make more room for people that fill up your cup, that give you good energy, good vibes, that uplift you, support you, and do everything they can in their power to make you feel better about yourself. Make more space for your peace, for your happiness. There's no more room for negativity, okay? Life is way too short.
In this season of my life, I'm done surrounding myself with people that drain my energy. If you don't add value to my life, with all due respect, you gotta go. I know we family, I know we cool, and I know we used to kick it, but that doesn't override your access to my peace.
We often hold on to people, places, and things that are no longer in alignment with who we are or where we're going. It could be a toxic friendship you've outgrown, a toxic job that is draining you, or even a relationship that keeps you emotionally burned out. Holding on to these things only increases stress, anxiety, and even resentment. Like most of us, especially being a woman, we convince ourselves to stick it out, thinking that things will get better, or even worse, we stick it out because we feel like we owe it to them or because the time we have already invested. But let's break this down. Have you ever heard this saying, not everything that weighs you down is yours to carry? Think about the times you've carried emotional baggage, whether it's family drama, a job that drains you, or a relationship that just isn't giving what it's supposed to give. So, my love, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, but that weight isn't your responsibility, but your peace is. Do you remember that part in Beyonce's song, Irreplaceable? To the left, I can't sing, y'all, so not too much on me. But that's the energy we need to bring into our lives. So that toxic ex or a friendship that drains you, instead of feeding your spirit, you have the right to say, no more, you can go. I remember many years ago, I was friends with this woman for 4 years. We had been on vacations together, had dinner parties and other outings together. And one day we were talking on the phone and I mentioned I had had dinner with my sister the previous night. And my friend, she paused and in a shocked and surprised voice said, I didn't know you had a sister. That was the moment I realized this so-called friendship had been one-sided. I was there to listen to her, be there for her, support her, but yet she really didn't know anything about me. She really hadn't shown any interest in my life or asked any questions to get to know me or cared enough to remember the things I had shared. And shortly after that, I cut her off because my discernment kept showing me all the ways that this friendship was one-sided. I say all that to say, being around the wrong people can completely derail you and disturb your peace. And it's up to you to decide who and what stays and who and what has to go. Protecting your peace requires the boundaries and the courage to let go of anything that doesn't bring you joy, peace, or growth. You don't have to wait for someone to bring chaos into your life before you decide enough is enough. Think of it this way. Imagine your peace is like your favorite pair of shoes. You wouldn't let someone scuff them up and just walk away with a smile. You protect them, clean them, and make sure they stay pristine. The same goes for your peace. You have to be just as intentional about protecting it. Protecting your peace might feel like you're stepping into the unknown, but I promise you, that empty space you create will soon be filled with better things, better people, more peace, more joy, more opportunities for personal growth. Ladies, I just want to affirm with you again that you deserve peace, and it's not selfish to protect it. It's necessary for your well-being. Remove people, change your environment, remove things that are no longer in alignment with your growth. Your peace is non-negotiable. Remember, life is too short to be anything but happy and fulfilled. Take a moment to reflect, meditate, journal, or whatever you need to do, and identify one area in your life that is no longer peaceful. It could be a relationship, a job, or even a mindset. I want you to make a plan to release it and protect your peace. And for even more guidance on how to get your life back on track by protecting your peace, download my free life audit worksheet that will help you identify which areas in your life that need the most peace, and you'll gain clarity on the steps you need to take to put you back on your path of peace, purpose, and ease. What are your thoughts on the topics discussed in the video? Join the conversation in the comments. If this video resonated with you, let me know. Tell me where you need more peace. Share your plan of action for change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.